Hi guys, welcome back to Lady Listens, and today we're with a very special guest in the building. Everyone, welcome Canda'ce. How are you?
How you doing, lady?
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm happy to be here. I'm very happy.
It's a little humid outside here in Houston, and what can you expect? But we're here. We're here at Too Sweet
We
again.
made it. We made it. Ow.
We're here at Too Sweet, the coffee shop at that Soto, Tremblay Park. And let's talk about what we got. Today we got caramel lattes.
Ooh.
What do you feel about the caramel latte?
Girl, it's so good. You
Yeah.
can tell this is some real coffee. I'm gonna be up for hours.
Yeah, espresso beans here, and we got a blueberry muffin. But we're here to just talk about a little bit about your music journey, about who you are as an artist, because I was able to meet you through these counterculture events. Shout out Trey on that. And the first time I saw you, I was like, wait. Because I love when I find talent like that makes you kind of like turn your head or like wow, wow. So shout out to you. Talk to me about how you doing recently and a little intro about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Canda'ce. I was born and raised in Acres Home, Houston, Texas. What else you want to know?
Intro by yourself.
I'm a Texas Southern University alumni.
Okay.
Mother of two, and I love making music. I love creating, and I love art. And I love pushing myself and learning new things. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Well, summer is here. We talked a little bit about not really into sports, but talk to me. What are you listening to recently in the summer? Like, what are you tuning in during the summer?
I like listening to JT.
Shout out JT.
I like JT. I like the new rap songs out and new K-pop songs.
Shout out K-pop. I recently got into K-pop.
Yeah.
What have you been listening to in terms of K-pop?
I like Stray Kids. I like Cordis. G-Dragon. I like, yeah.
Bruh, shout out Cordis. Oh my
Cordis.
God, I love Cordis.
They're really good.
They're really good, and I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of what I like is because they put all their behind the scene moments. Like, we're really making this. We're really in the studio. And I feel like there's a lot of authenticity, and they have a song with Tizo Touchdown, but he's from Texas, which I love. So, shout out Cordis. Shout out Tizo Touchdown.
What We Came For is really good.
Okay.
It's really
Did you
good.
like their newest second EP?
You know what?
Red.
Yes, I loved it.
Red. Okay.
Okay, Cordis, I see you.
Shout out Cordis. They're coming to Texas, but they're coming to Irving, and I'm pissed off. Irving, Dallas. I'm so pissed. Why are they missing out? Houston, Lord knows. Anyways, you talked about, I want to know a little bit of your background, your music journey, how we ended up got here. You talk about the North Side, and I feel like you rep it a lot. Talk to me, how do you feel growing up North Side, Acres Home? Is there some influence within your music? Does that kind of paint the picture of who you are?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I had the North Side Houston Legends, so you had Mike Watts, RIP, rest in heaven to him. You had Slim, so many others that influenced me, but I was also influenced by outside musicians, especially New York. You had Jay, Biggie, Cali, Pac, Snoop, Dre. So I have influences from all over the place.
Very nice. Talk to me about your fondest memory with the music. Like, what are some good memories you have either growing up or even recently in music? How? Because I feel like music is such a universal language and could bring so many people together. So do you have any fond music memories?
I do remember when I was little, I used to walk to the Acres Home Public Library and I would look up videos of Lil' Kim and Missy and all of the rap girl Eve, and I'd be like, damn, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
But I never realized that it just drew me to it. I didn't realize I just want to rap. It's just like, damn, that is so freaking cool. And then once Nicki came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I love that because sometimes it takes that or seeing someone else could do it. I was like, why can't I? If they could do it, why can't I? Especially when we start talking. For me, seeing Hispanic women in certain places, I'm like, okay, if she could do it, why can't I? She looks like me, has that same background. So certain places like that is super cool. And I like how you brought up your musical inspos, because when I was listening to you, it's definitely Lil Kim, it's definitely Missy Elliott, it's definitely Da Brat. That whole Ladies Night remix.
Oh yeah.
What a music video! What a music video! I love that song. I love what they were doing.
Good. It was
and
so
man,
good.
shout out Lil Kim and like that era of hers with those music videos and just really putting it on. I love Lil Kim. I have her, but and we talked about, also want to talk about, now you said you're a mother too. If you're okay with talking about that, how do you feel, has motherhood played into your craft and your arts? Because I feel like it's a big role, you know?
And a lot of my songs, I always put my kids in my songs. In my music video, Who Dat music video, my kids are in the video. And so, I don't know, it just changes my perspective about what's important, what's not important, you know? And they're really, people will be like, oh, that's an inspiration. No, they are really an inspiration of mine, and they know what I do. They know I do music, and when I leave, my daughter tells me, like, go do your best. Do good. She says singing. Good luck on your singing, mommy. Do your best. I'm like, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. But yeah, so it's really sweet, really nice. They, my son, you know, he's the oldest, so they did have to grow up a little quicker, you know, but I did take time off. So I stopped rapping. You know, I've been rapping for a long time.
Okay.
So I stopped rapping for 10 years, 9 years, so that I could just focus on taking care of them. And so now I'm back.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
And better. Would you say you're back and better?
Back and better.
Okay.
Back in my best. In my best, yeah.
Really? In those 10 years that you weren't rapping, music was music still kind of part of life?
But it's always a what if, you know, feeling. And of course, love the kids, love them. So I never felt like, you ruined my life. You know, it's always man, I can't wait till I start back rapping because I'm going to have plenty to talk about. I'm going to have plenty to talk about. So it was, I just can't be one of those mothers that my kids are always wondering where she's at. And now that I know that how much time it really takes to consistently do music, I didn't want my babies like small waking up looking for me, not understanding, you know? So it was nice for them now, like, baby, I'm going, I got a show. I'll be back in a couple hours. And they're like, okay, mama, do your best.
Yeah. So
now they kind of sort of know. And there was no resentment. They're like, when are we going to be able to come? I was like, baby, it's 21 and up. It's 21 and up.
Yeah, please. I do cuss a little in the songs.
Not a little, a lot, girl. I'm a good cusser.
But I feel like it draws to the energy, though. Sometimes you gotta throw a little cuss word in here.
Every now and then.
Hurt nobody. We're all adults in the room. Like,
I ain't never hurt nobody.
Come on. But I love that because I do think, you know, sometimes music is such a vulnerable thing for artists, and it's like telling your life story to people and being okay with it. I'm like, oh,
it's hard.
Yeah,
it's harsh.
It's harsh, and yeah, so shout out to you in terms of combining that kind of motherhood and being able to do both at the same time is a big thing that you should, flowers on you. So talk to me also, because you mentioned that you've been doing music for how long now?
A long time. I'll tell you the story because people always ask. But I'll tell you the story. So my dad was a creative.
Okay.
My dad wrote books. He wrote plays. And I didn't realize it. I was like, dang, that's where I got it from. So I found my dad's book of poems at like 6 or 7 years old. And I was like, damn, I want to do that too. So around 6 or 7, I started writing poetry. And then that just transformed around 15 into writing raps. So I've been doing the music stuff a long time. And then on top of that, at the age of 12, I started classically training on the trumpet. So I'm a classically trained musician as well, and I know trumpet and piano.
Wow. Yeah. So when are we going to see trumpet on stage?
I don't know. That would be cool, right? Soon, when I get one, they're expensive, y'all.
Please. I feel like the trumpet is not an instrument I see a lot live. I see the piano, I see the guitar, I see that. But trumpet, you talking about something? Like, let me pull out my trumpet. That is so sick. So I want to get into some of your song highlights, especially with your new album, Act to the Project. What do you consider? Is this like your second mixtape, your debut album?
Yeah, so it's just a project. So, you know, some stuff is like samples, some stuff is, you know, remakes. So I just call it a project instead of album. You know, album gotta be all original stuff. So this is just like something for me to kind of push me out there. I'm experimenting because I don't want to experiment with beats that I gotta buy.
That is true. You got
But so yeah, so it's just experimenting, trying new things, and letting my influences and letting my inner thoughts just blossom
Yeah.
into what you got.
How'd you feel now that it's out?
I'm happy.
You happy? You got songs to perform with now, newer ones.
New songs to perform, and new visuals, new ways to tell my story. So it's really nice.
Nice. I want to get into a couple of my favorites on the project, and you kind of tell me a little bit behind the scenes, what kind of inspired and blah blah.
Yeah.
So after the first listen, my favorite was 1, 2, 3.
How could it be that? You freaky.
Listen.
Freaky.
No, the storytelling. I love a good storytelling.
Isn't it good? Oh,
I love
girl, I was not.
No.
Okay, well, everybody go listen to 1, 2, 3 right now. Go listen to 1, 2, 3.
But listen, why is the storytelling? It's because I feel like it stood out of all the songs. We have a lot of classical, hip hop beats, and that one threw me off the left bound. That's why I feel like maybe that's why I was the first one that stood out the most to me. So I love 1, 2, 3. It was very strong, strong storytelling song, and even the singing chorus. I was like,
I sang it myself.
yeah. So talk to me about that song. And you experimenting with, I feel like I said, a lot of the album was different beats, of course, but this one I feel like was one of the ones that stood out.
Way out, yeah. So this is original Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
And so I don't like it when people tell me, they're like, yeah, you don't talk about the stuff that other female rappers talk about, like you don't talk about sex. And I was just like, girl, I'm still a woman. I'm still a girl. I still like having fun. But I was just like, I'm gonna dedicate one song. And I was like, at the beginning, I was like, this is the song I'm gonna use to talk about sex. This is the song. So it's just like, and these are real stories. This is real stuff that is, and and what else you want to know?
No, I love that one. The chorus and the chorus.
Oh yeah, so I just decided. So basically, I mixed both of Erykah Badu's songs. So that's the song. The other song featuring Common, the freak, y'all, and you don't. So I just put them both together, and that's how it came out. And it came out really, really nice.
But yeah, that's my favorite of the album. The other one I love is Who Dat. I have 4 songs, but Who Dat is full of punchlines and had me smiling the whole time. Every time I listened to it again, I was like, oh, I just caught that one. Oh, I just caught that one. Bopping the whole time. One of my favorites one is Don't Call Me Sis. Do Not Misgender Me.
Don't call me sis.
It took me like 2 or 3 times. I was like, oh, I get it now.
I'm not sis. S-I-S.
She's Don't Call Me Sis. Do Not Misgender Me.
Yeah.
And then I like the opening line, my ancestors, in terms of the braid. So you talk about a little bit of history about braiding and how that kind of goes, and then passing it down to your children. I was like, okay, history lesson 2. I love that. And then the basketball, even though I put basketball references, but you know the Kyrie Irvings, the LeBrons. I feel like everyone knows those. So
I'm talking to my, hey, who's the best at handling?
Yeah.
Hey, who's the best at? And they're like, girl, you should know this. I don't know.
Just tell me so I can put it in the rap.
Whoever's number 4 in the Rockets, shout out to you.
But talk to me about Who Dat.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm gonna say something. But I don't, I love pro-black music, pro-black songs, but I didn't want to do a woe is me song. I wanted to do an empowerment song.
Okay.
And I wanted to do it for women of all colors, mostly minorities though. Mostly minority women.
Shout out minority women.
Shout out them. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So basically, we have all these obstacles set up against us, and you get what I'm saying? So it was nice to like, hey, even still like through slavery when my ancestors had to stitch directions to the north, you know what I'm saying? I'll take that and give it to my children, but let them know, hey, this ain't the past. We going up. We're going up, and paying homage to the people that came before me, as well as shedding light and giving encouragement to the people that comes after me. So it's a very empowering and like nobody gonna stop me song. You can't stop me. So if you ever feel sad or upset about something and something not going your way, if you look in the mirror and be like, who that said they gonna stop this bitch? You're gonna be like, oh, nobody. Period.
And that's what you need. I feel like a lot of your music is that like, who's gonna stop me from
who's gonna stop me?
Like I am that girl. I'm that girl.
But and unfortunately, when you go through life, there will be people. There was people that will, oh, you're not this and you're not that, and you be like, well, if I'm not this, then who are you? I must. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So it's really nice to really come out and be like, yeah, okay, you might have had me the first time. You might have been able to trick me out of my spot or made me feel like this, that, and the third or less than this time. But this time, oh no, I got you. I got something for you.
And I feel like that takes years, though, in terms of we talking about confidence.
Yes, I'm
confidence with everything.
Yeah.
Even like myself, like finding confidence in who I am, but like knowing who
and
you are.
And she bad, y'all, in person. I don't know about if this camera can see it, but y'all, this is a good-looking woman. I said, golly, let me take my shades down. Golly.
You know what?
Period.
We get there. It took years to get there, but we're here. It takes some time. It takes time. I also want to talk about man and bitch what, bitch.
Okay.
I sound like such a kid saying that, bitch what, bitch what. Because I want to talk about those two songs because that's probably one of the first songs I heard you perform live.
Oh.
I've seen you perform live, and I want to give your compliments to your live stage, your performance in terms of live, because I feel like a lot of people, I'm sorry, when it comes to like people who are coming up,
don't apologize.
In terms of coming up in Houston, a lot of them don't know stage presence and how to control the crowd. And for me as a fan, because I always say I'm just a fan of music, and that's what I do. I'm just a fan of what people do. Whenever something catches my eye, I'm like, oh, that is really cool. So when I saw you perform Man and Bitch What, Bitch Please, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what's her name? What does she do? And what does she do? And then for you to transform it live, because you got the songs, but can you entertain me on stage? If I'm paying for tickets, is this worth paying for? So talk to me about your preparation in terms of live. Do you do any preparations?
Yeah, of course.
Has it been with years? Like talk to me about your live stage persona.
Yeah. So at first I was just performing my songs, back to back regularly, and then I was just like, man. So I went to go see the Michael movie, and I was like, I've always been a fan of Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and I was just like, man, I wish I could do that. And then I was just like, actually, you can do that. You have the opportunities. You have these performance opportunities. Just see, like, mix something, So thank God I'm, like, classically trained. So one time I was like, man, Nonstop Talk is kind of sort of close to the same key as Dirty Diana. Let's mix it. I got a bass guitarist and an electric guitarist, went to the studio, and I came up with the House of Blues version. And everybody's like, oh my God, it's so good, it's so good. So now it's just like, what can I do next? So it's just like, it just progresses. So instead of just performing those songs, I want to do like an actual show, like a continuum of just like different things, whether it's me stopping and talking in the middle or adding live instrumentation or changing or rapping to a different beat than my original one. It's just something different, something new, a new experience. So whenever I do another performance, they're like, oh, she just performing the same song. Like, oh, I wonder what she's gonna do this time. That's what I want. But for people to feel like, oh, this is new. This is nice. So yes, it is preparation weeks in advance. Like for my show on the 17th, I can't tell y'all about what I'm gonna do, but it's all gonna be different. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be a higher level. I'm like competing with what I did at the House of Blues. I gotta, what's next? What's bigger? What's better? So yeah, absolutely. But Michael Jackson and Beyonce influenced me. Thank y'all so much.
I love it, and it's really, for me, it was really captivating. I feel like you go up there, and even to your outfits, which I love. We talk about fashion a little bit. Even to your outfits, the way you was like, I feel like you almost demand attention. And I'm not saying this just because you're here, because there's a lot of artists on like counterculture stage. But in between, I feel like you were one of the best ones, and then Saint Javon was one of the best ones for me.
Shout out to Saint Javon. He's from Edgertown too. Kitty, hey Kitty. That's my girl. That motherfucker can rap. Those up swingers. Yeah, that's my girl. I'm sorry.
So maybe it's just Acre or something in general. Maybe it's just the north side. What? Who said that?
Who said that?
Not in Houston.
Who said that? Who said that?
Not in downtown Houston. We saying that. But no, it really is a thing to cap. It's different being a singer, performer, and then captivating people. I'm like, oh, okay.
So Janae Inez.
Also, one note I have is that you don't use a lot of backtrack in your vocals.
No.
So I feel like only maybe a couple chords, but like it's like you're there, and I'm like, oh, the mic is on.
Yeah, the mic is on.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't use backtrack.
And I love that.
I just was influenced by Beyonce, and yeah, so she ain't used the backtrack, so I gotta use the backtrack for her, you know. And I actually naturally loud and country a little bit, and so I used to get kicked out of class for being too loud. So what now, Mr. Kirkpatrick? What's up? No, just
Not
kidding.
the Mr. Kirkpatrick, go home.
You're like, oh, I did kick you out, my bad. But yeah, so you know,
but no, I really do enjoy it, especially as a person who likes watching rap artists. Like rap is one of my favorite genres, so I get really nervous when rappers go on tour. I'm like, please be something good, because I've been to a couple of shows and I'm like, no.
And you'll see that the hits are there.
Yeah, the hits are.
Look at that cat over there. Okay, but you'll see that the hits are there. But then you're like, okay, so what else, you know? But and you'll notice, I'm not gonna say anything about any artist specifically, but you got to think about how some of these songs are not amazing songs. I was talking to my friend about this, but when you see them perform it, that's what makes the people fall in love with it. So, hey, hey, which one you gonna be? Which one you gonna do?
And then lastly, one of my other favorites is the outro before I make it.
What? You listen to that song?
Yes, I listen to the whole project.
I love that song.
Before I Make It, which reminds me of Kendrick's Dying of Thirst, right? Promise that you will sing about me. Right, but shout out Before I Make It it was almost a letter to your children and family. And we talked about being vulnerable, and I'm gonna give you compliments to that, because I'm like, I felt like I was walking into a conversation I shouldn't been, because it was so vulnerable and raw.
Ooh.
I'm like, should I be listening to this? Because I was like, I don't know you, but the fact that you put it out there, and really it's like, I'm addressing my son, I'm addressing my father, my mom, my daughter, and I'm like, I was like, should I be listening to this conversation? But it was uncomfortable in a good way, because I was like, oh wow, like, you know, these are thoughts another human being has had. So talk to me about your outro, if you want, Before I Make It.
Girl, don't make me cry, girl.
Sorry, if you know, that's fine, but
it's just I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Because I had to leave it there.
Yeah.
And it's one of those songs where it's just like, you know, tell my son if I don't make it, you know, I never felt like I settled. I never felt like y'all wasn't enough, you know, but I just had to see things for myself. And you know, tell my father, and you know, and because I lost my mom, so. And I'm like, when I leave, tell mama, never mind, I'll tell her myself, you know, like, and at the end I had my sister, she sent me a voice message, and having that as the ending, you know, and she's always influenced me to just try, you know, and that's why I don't listen to the song, girl. Just talking to the song make me sad, like not sad, but you know, it makes me.
If you listen to the song, it's super heavy. That's why I told you. I was like, I feel like heavy. I shouldn't be listeing to the song.
It's heavy,
but it's beautiful because it's raw, and it's like these are
heavy. It's a heavy song, girl. It's too heavy, girl. I don't even like talking about it, cause it's like, you know, the fear of death. You never even get to like think about it, cause you're so in the mode of just living. And I'm just like, man, it could be any day. And man, if I die before I make it, tell my daughter, you know, to just keep her head up, and tell my son, like, don't worry about it, you know, just keep doing your best. One day you'll be the one to make them elevate their eyes, like, you know, and tell my sister, you know, it's just too much.
Yeah, it is.
But it's real.
Yeah.
And I was boo crying. Writing it, I was boo crying. I was just like, oh Lord.
And what if you don't mind, what made you put it on the album? You're like, you know, I'm doing this. Is it a form of releasing it, or just like kind of getting this off your chest?
I had to get it off my chest, girl, because, you know, just with the, you know, life scares, and you know, it's any day now. You know, like, you think about it, and you could just be just fine, and then one day you're gone. And I would rather I want my children to know exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I want my sisters and brothers, and to my brothers, because we're not at 100% place, but just know I love you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I couldn't express that to you in the way that I wanted to. And so there is no. I wonder.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's there. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Super beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry I had to talk to
Girl, don't talk about that no more.
But it was a great project. I really, really liked it. It was a lot of hits here, a lot of good songs, and those are some of my favorites on the project. From
Bitch What Bitch Please is hilarious. I want to talk about Bitch What Bitch Please. I wrote that song in 30 minutes.
Really?
I wrote it in 30 minutes. And I wrote it for the girls. I wrote it for the girls that, if there's somebody out there that thinks they're better than you and expresses it, it's because they don't think they're better than you.
Even Man, I like how you do the crowd control on Man. It's like
that's
Man,
great. Yeah, that's the remake. That's my 2000 song, my remake, and it came out right at 2000.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. Big Mo, Big Pokey. R.I.P. to the Houston greats. Thank you for paving the way for me to be able to remake it and recreate something so fun and unique and new. And it's just a fun way to bring that nostalgia back, but also doing it in a feminine way. Because the girls are coming. The Houston girls is coming. We're coming.
I love Houston rap girlies because I'm like, this is what I want. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Monaleos. Like, I'm here for all of that.
The underground, Imani Monroe, Lolita Monroe, Miss Kitty. Those are 3.
Very nice.
Period. Yeah.
I always say her. I say Southside is a great performer.
I am Southside with an F, not a TH. Period. She's really good. I love her.
But yeah, thank you so much for this conversation. We got to dive.
It's over already?
I talked about you.
I'm not ready to go.
Any other thing you want to talk about? I was wondering, like, what's next for you in terms of your journey? We have this project out. Like, what are you planning to do in the future?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This project really did some things for me that I was not expecting for it to do. So I got invited. Shout out to DJ Hollygrove. So I'll be in BET in LA. BET for Juneteenth. I got selected for the Rough Rider stage in New York. So both of those are this month. I'll be in Austin. I got selected to go to Austin on the 12th. So it's just moving. God is moving, and you know what I'm saying? The music is moving. I get the radio play, and I thank you to all the DJs that plays my music, whether it's online or at a station. You're equally loved, and I'm grateful to y'all. But I was not expecting that. I knew it would be, but you just never really know. So I'm just grateful to y'all. Thank y'all so much. But what's next? More performances, y'all.
And I highly super recommend, if you ever please go watch her live. It's something else. Like, listening to her music is cool on YouTube or whatever, but seeing her live, that's when she got me. So I'm saying she better get y'all in live and say, I'm telling you something. I was like,
who is that?
Who is that? And then it's just the confidence, the outfit, and it's just like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm watching you. And I was like, I love when it comes to photography, I love capturing artists like that because it's a lot more dynamic photos.
She is a bad photographer. Do you hear me? One of the baddest in Houston. I'm sorry, I just have to say it.
But it's super fun capturing.
I know how to get the angles, y'all. Goodness me, the best.
Come on, but it's fun because
you know that's my profile picture now. Did you see it, girl? She ate.
It makes my heart flutter, but I'm like, that's me.
She the biggest, y'all.
But it's super fun and easy when you have artists like yourself who are super animative and do these. Because I was like, I can't if people see these photos and I'm like, oh, I want you to caption like that. I'm like, but are you gonna move? You have to. She's moving, she's pointing, she's doing all this, and the faces, and that's how you get those photos. If you don't do that, then what am I supposed to do?
Doing?
I'm not doing no magic. I'm not a magician. I'm just a photographer. So it's a lot of fun stuff like that. Some good coffee. I was like, oh, I'm thirsty.
Girl, this is good, girl.
super good. But I'm excited to. Are you planning to do more music this year, or just kind of letting it like working?
Oh, girl,
in the
I've been
crowd?
doing so many features, y'all. Just keep putting out new things. So I've been doing little freestyle and stuff that y'all are gonna hear soon. So
Yeah.
I hope y'all love them. I hope y'all enjoy them.
Yeah. But I know it's fun. It's good that you. I get it because I was like, you put so much time to us listeners. This is new music, and we want to see it live. So I was like, you gotta work the music out there. Keep posting it. Keep doing the same thing. Like, I feel like a lot when it comes to Houston is like promoting your stuff. You gotta promote it. Like,
Girl.
who else is gonna promote it if not you? And you keep pushing it.
Well, I gotta do it.
Because people love authenticity. Want to see you do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if it makes it look like you do it, right? Shout out social media teams and capture stuff and push. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this conversation. I got to learn a lot about what you do, how you do it, and behind that project. Act 2, the project, out now on YouTube.
Period.
And go follow her on. Where should we follow you if you want to keep up with all your shows and fun stuff?
Yeah, at rapper named Canda'ce, RapperNameCandace. Rapper named Canda'ce on all platforms. TikTok, I be talking shit on there.
TikTok.
If you like shit talkers, go to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Canda'ce, Candace on Spotify, Apple Music. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.